I am Daniel Lucas, and welcome to Book 101 Review. Book 101 is all about the books that I read for the last 40 years. And today I have my special guest. She is award-winning author and the author of several books, no other than Miss V.
Hello.
Welcome to Book 101, Miss V. And can you please introduce more about yourself?
Hi, I'm Vee Campbell. I am award-winning author of several books under several different pen names. Most current Vee Campbell book is To Desire the Stars, and I'm excited to talk about it. We've gotten a lot of press on this particular book and a lot of good reviews. So we're here and we're happy.
We are happy indeed. And thank you so much for sharing your knowledge and wisdom to the world, Miss Venus. And let's talk about the Desire the Stars. Can you tell us about this amazing book?
Sure. So the hook of this book is that this is a sci-fi romance about an earthling woman and an alien man, and in his society, scent rules all. So the rulers have a specific scent, and he has to leave his planet. His throne is usurped. He's a prince, and he lands on Earth because Earth has so many different kinds of scents. He can hide his scent there from those who are trying to hunt him down. But while he's there, he discovers that this woman who happens to be in the office where he's hiding out with an assumed identity has the perfect scent for him. So scent is the catch for this particular story. The underlying theme is about constructs in society, about caste systems, and trying to be who we each of us are.
Interesting indeed, Miss V. So, what are your struggles in writing this book?
Actually, I wrote this book with my critique group, and the struggle was in dealing with so many different perspectives on the same piece of writing. There's nothing like having 10 different opinions about one piece of text, and the need to struggle to get that the writing done despite all the different diverse opinions about it. So that was the biggest struggle. Because everyone had an opinion, and I respected every opinion that I received. Yeah. But we made it through, and like I said, it's getting great reviews. So I expect that I was able to incorporate, and my editors were able to edit properly to highlight the most important parts of the story, and to capture what was interesting to all of my critique partners, all 12 of them.
So, can you describe the main themes you explore in this sci-fi romance novel?
Sure. So, as I said, the main theme is about caste systems. This particular caste system is based on scent, and how it can divide families because your scent can change from generation to generation. So that's the underlying theme, is how we rely on and need to dismantle caste systems. This is a happily ever after sci-fi romance, so I assume that anyone who's interested in romance and science fiction will find a good home with this particular book. That's my hope, at least. That's my hope.
Yes, indeed. And how do you develop the romantic relationship at the heart of the story?
Sure. Uh, Opposites attract. and those who are alike will stay together. We're such multidimensional people that you can find things that are in contrast with two individuals, and layer on top of that things that they have in common with each other, and play against the conflict that arises when two people have two very different ideas for themselves and their future. For To Desire the Stars, the main character, she finds that she has to leave Earth in order to stay alive. And he takes her from Earth, despite the fact that she really does not wish to go. And she is a very controlling individual, and he is all about understanding the variables. And as a consequence, he controls her in a way that really brings conflict to their relationship, bitterness, I would say. Even though he was removing her from the planet to save her life, he didn't allow her or offer her the opportunity to have, self-control. And as a result, there is a lot of conflict. So I played off of that. I always like developing characters that people will like, but they're all flawed. We're human beings, and human beings are flawed. And I utilize, the sympathetic flaws to create a relationship between the two of them.
What are the main characters and what drives their desires and motivation, Miss V?
Mm-hmm. So the main protagonist is Melissa. She's a Latina woman, and she is like a perfectionist. She does admin work. She works for the head of her company, and no one does it like her. She's got it all handled. She's very controlling. The love interest is Jarren Graf. Again, he is an alien from another planet, solar system, galaxy, I would say. And he's on the run and looking for a planet where he wants to hide. And between the two of them, they get into conflict, trying to understand each other, trying to retain control. They're both controlling people in different ways. But in this way, something must give. Something must give. And unfortunately for her, he has a big ship. And so he can use his technology to move her about.
Interesting, Miss V. And wow, very well said. How did you balance the sci-fi and romance elements to create a cohesive story?
Yeah. So I once read a book, a sci-fi romance by author Janelle Taylor, and really it was the most well-written blending of science fiction and romance, and I really based my book a lot on that structure. They had organic interactions with science fiction elements, like his ship. His ship has the capacity to transverse space using technology that humans don't understand, but at the same time, it's so common that he doesn't even really think about it much. So some people like to delve into the technical ways of organizing their thoughts as they write. But I find that there are easy ways to blend science fiction and romance so that the story isn't itself boggled down with all of the, technical, how does the ship fly and where does it go and what does this planet really look like? And in actuality, the most technical part of the story is about the planets that they land on, because you have to develop an entire ecosystem that makes sense for them to be there and for the story to occur. And I had to do a bit of research on, how planets are developed and what would be required for the type of environment I wanted this planet to have.
Miss V,
There it
as
is.
an author, yes. Here we go. The desire, the stars. What is your process for developing the chemistry between the romantic leads?
Again, really finding characters that are multidimensional, that, on one level they have some conflict, but on another level they are very much alike. For Jarren and Lissa, both of those characters are very controlling characters. They're both used to being in control and in many cases in charge, though they are both cast into a situation where neither one of them at one point or another has control over what's happening to them. So I play on that. I play on the natural attraction of two characters to each other. They're both good characters. They're good people as characters go, just trying to do the right thing. And I think that we all are attracted in one way or another to characters that, want to do the right thing. They may not always do it, but they're trying. That's attractive in and of itself. And I think that's where their attraction really starts to bloom, is they realize that each of them is trying to help the other, even if it isn't the best effort. They're still trying, and that in and of itself is endearing. As someone who has a lovely husband who is always trying to do his best, that is the real truth.
Yes, for sure. Did you face any surprises or unexpected turns while writing the story?
Not while writing. However, I did have an editor who was very good, who chopped an entire scene. And I had to restructure the story, the text, to ensure that I would still be able to play the story to the end. To me, the scene was very pivotal, and she didn't like it, and she had many very good reasons as an editor why she didn't like it. So that was actually the biggest hurdle in finishing that round of edits, was figuring out a way to take the elements of that particular scene and put it back into the story without the scene that I had developed. That was a challenge. Yeah.
It's a challenge indeed. And as an author, Miss V, as a award-winning author, what are your short-term and long-term goals?
Well, I have a number of pen names. And so under another pen name, I am finishing up the first of a YA fantasy. And my short and long term would be to complete that series. It'll be about 4 books.
Mm,
I also have a number of other genre stories. All of my stories are multicultural, speculative fiction stories, but some of them are children's books, some of them are adult books, some of them are spicy books. So I am endeavoring to continue my production schedule for all of my publications. I'm aiming to do about 3 a year, and this year I did 4 inadvertently. But yeah, we're aiming to get 3 out a year at least. Yeah.
yes, good luck for that goals,
Thank
Miss
you.
V, and looking forward for more success.
Yeah.
And what would be your piece of advice for those people that don't want to be award-winning author too?
Uh, First, you should believe in yourself. Second, get good editors. Really, your best friend's bestie can't edit your books, and a good editor will make your story shine. That's their job, that's their responsibility. And then once you have the story that you're really happy with, put it into contests. I hear several times, I will read it here or there or watch it on YouTube. There are some authors, bless their hearts, they are a little snooty and they don't want to put their work into contests. I disagree. This is how you elevate your work. This is how people can evaluate the quality of your product. And if you want to be successful, it is worth the investment of having evaluations through competitions and contests, to ensure that people are aware that you're making a really good product.
Definitely. And thank you for that advice, Miss V. And can you please
Sure.
recommend a book or books that influence your journey?
Ooh, now which are we talking? My writing journey? Are we talking
Yes.
books that I enjoy? What are we talking about?
Yes. The books that you enjoy that influence your writing.
Okay. I mentioned one already. That's the author Janelle Taylor. She wrote a series, a sci-fi romance series, starting with Moon Dust and Madness. I always recommend it. It's a beautifully written book, a New York Times bestseller. Millions of copies out. You can't go wrong for books. I also enjoy Rebecca Roanhorse, The Lightning Catcher. At the moment, I can't think of the name of that book or that series, but she's an exceptional writer, Rebecca Roanhorse. There's also N.K. Jameson. Wrote The Obelisk Gate, a really good science fiction read. And I would just recommend one book for those who are really interested in the writing process and how to write exemplary. Plot Perfect is a very good writing book, how the writing process. Those are my big ones. And so hopefully those will be useful to some folks.
Yes. And thank you for that recommendation, Miss
Thank you.
V.
Sure.
And to the desire, are there any hidden Easter eggs or references in the book that fans might pick up on?
I like a play on words. So of course, the more obvious one is the hero's ship is called Star Desire. And of course, there are little cues there. I think that anyone who's interested in scent will find a lot of little Easter eggs about scent and how we relate to each other on different levels, including the five or more senses. So there are a lot of Easter eggs there too around that. Anyone who has enjoyed watching The Expanse will see in Expanse influences there. Absolutely, absolutely. I'm a big sci-fi fantasy watcher and reader, so you'll probably find a little bit of all of that in there.
Yes, indeed. Sci-fi, sci-fi, sci-fi. And Miss
Yeah.
V, how do you decide on the title to Desire the Stars and what does it signify?
Oh, I don't. It just came to me. It was just it hit me. I hadn't even I and this happens a lot in my writing. I will actually come up with the name of the book and then I will start writing. I think it's, percolating in my head before I'm conscious of it. And the name is the thing that comes first. It guides the story, right? And I'm sure I was thinking of a story, about romance in the stars, right? And our desire as human beings to reach the stars, to reach the heavens. So that's what I would say about the name of the book, because I didn't plot it out or anything. It just popped into my head.
Yes, yes, popping for sure. And Miss V, before we wrap up our discussion for today, I'm inviting you to please to listen to my other podcast, people. My other podcast, because my abstract essay is already in fifth season, abstract poetry in second season, and my Book 101 review in fifth season too. Comedy 101 in second season, and my Food 101 in fifth season as well. Geography
Fantastic.
101 in fourth season, and Law 101 and Mental Health 101 are my baby podcasts, people. My baby podcast. Love Letters in third season, and Movie 101 review, and Music 101 in fourth season, and Science 101 and Sex 101 in its first season. Please listen to them wherever you listen your podcast. So, Miss V, can you share any plans or for a sequel or expanding the universe for this book?
Yes, probably not terribly soon. I have other books in the pipeline already, but there will be a second book, and it will be an ongoing season, at least 4 books, for the world of To Desire the Stars. Not the same characters. It's a romance. They have their happily ever after, but there's a new book that is percolating in the head that will be written. And of course, I have the name of the book because that's always the first one that comes out. That will be Possession of Starlight. And it will be related to the characters in To Desire the Stars. We'll do a sidestep. It'll be a cousin of the heroine and the doctor who is premiered in this book, in To Desire the Stars. Those will be the main characters for the next in this world. Yeah. Or universe.
Yes, yes, for more universe for sure. And Miss V Campbell, thank you so much for sharing your knowledge and wisdom to the world.
Absolutely.
So, can you please invite our listeners to support all your books, your advocacy, or any projects that you're doing right now?
Yes, as I said, and I have a number of other pen names. I'll mention very quickly. The other pen name is Evie Abel, and she has a book coming out in the next month, Phoenix Ash and the Sands of Morpheus. So keep an eye out or an ear out if you happen to see it online. And of course, please pick up To Desire the Stars and reach out to me. Authors love to hear from readers. We truly do. And we love to talk about our books. So thank you so much.
Yes. Yes, indeed. So please do come over and let's talk about all your books.
Thank
People,
you.
let's support Miss V Campbell, award-winning author, and because if you support her, for sure, more and more and more empowering award-winning pieces to come. So, Miss V, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Daniel.
More to come, people. See you soon.